Now, if I were just to hand the pigeon some food, that would be a delayed sort of reinforcement. But instead, the pigeon has been already conditioned to turn and go and eat when this light flashes and when the sound of the magazine is heard. Now, that flash of light and sound can be made almost simultaneous with the behavior that I want to produce. And we're going to try another pigeon now, and I will try to pick out some particular pattern of behavior and make it a more frequent part of the repertoire of the bird. Right, fine. This bird has been already conditioned to eat when the magazine sounds and the light flashes. Now we'll just watch its behavior a bit. It's not doing anything in particular, you see, but I'm going to try to get it to do something. Suppose I shape up the behavior of making a complete turn. What I do is simply, as I did then, to wait for some part of that behavior. There's more of it, you see. You can see that the effect is instantaneous. I'm waiting for it to turn counterclockwise now. And then I reinforce that movement. And I wait for a more pronounced movement than that. It's got to be more than that. There we go, all the way around. Now, if I'd waited for that to begin with, without doing the partial reinforcement, it might not have occurred for a long time, but that's the wrong way. That was my mistake. I've gone back to pick up the beginning movement because the bird wasn't going all the way around, and I was afraid I would lose it, which means I was afraid it would fly away. It's making the starting movement, you see, but not finishing it. There. And by reinforcing every time it turns that way. Now, just to convince you that I didn't start with that already somewhat built in, I'll reverse it. I'm now going to extinguish that turn to the... Now I'm going to pick up the turn the other way. I'm not going to allow the counterclockwise move to extinguish too much because I'm afraid of losing the pigeon. But the first movement in the other direction I pick up and reinforce. That's the old response and the wrong one. And I don't want to pick up this because this is the last part of the other response. I want... It's challenging me. I want a good, powerful movement to the right. The emotional, there's a bit of a one to the right. There's a better one. There's a better one. That was an accident, but a very good one, because I reinforced precisely as the head swung that way. Now, there we go. That's what I was looking for. Just that first turn to the right away from the food magazine. Since he takes the old response first. There. I'm picking up anything I can get in desperation. You have to pick up a bit at a time. If you simply wait, you might wait forever. That would be true of any kind of complex response. For example, if we were trying to get the pigeon to pace a figure 8 and to do both of these at once, you'd have to wait a long time unless you start this way. But if I had a few more minutes to go, I would be able, I think, to have him pacing a figure 8 with some skill. Not even a ballet dancer couldn't do very well on that screen surface with pigeon feet. Well, I think that's about enough on that.